The UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will meet the President of the European Commission later for what's being described as final talks on a new Brexit deal for Northern Ireland. Mr Sunak and Ursula von der Leyen will be trying to resolve the range of complex challenges around the protocol during the meeting. Well, let's get the latest from Brussels from Jessica Parker. Jessica, what are we expecting to take place today?
So, as you say, Anjana, Ursula von der Leyen, the European Commission chief, so basically one of the top two people at the EU, heading over to the UK to have talks with Rishi Sunak. Now, Downing Street, the European Commission aren't saying this is the handshake moment where they'll do the deal. But of course, expectations are running high that that's exactly what will happen. The format seems to be they'll have the talks. Rishi Sunak will then hold a cabinet, so a meeting with his own group of senior politicians in the UK. Then, if it's all going well, he'll hold some kind of press conference with Ursula von der Leyen, which presumably would be the moment where they say a deal is done, and then he'll head to the House of Commons to make a statement there. So lots of choreography over the course of the day. But what many people will be looking out for is the detail of this agreement, which has been pretty tightly kept a secret. I mean, there have been leaks coming out of the UK, so we have a broad sense of what the agreement might look like. But I think those who are particularly invested in this issue, concerned about this issue, namely unionists in Northern Ireland and some of Rishi Sunak's own Conservative MPs, will really be poring over the pages of this agreement if we get it.
And how closely aligned are Rishi Sunak and Ursula von der Leyen going into these talks today?
Well, I think both of them, there is certainly a sense that they want to get this thing done. These talks have dragged on for over a year. They've gone through three British Prime Ministers now, Boris Johnson, Liz Truss and now Rishi Sunak. And I think there is more broadly a sense that the UK and the EU have been getting on a little bit better recently. The EU didn't particularly trust Boris Johnson. They weren't that fond of Liz Truss either. She, as a Foreign Secretary before she became Prime Minister, initiated some legislation that could have seen parts of the original treaty that had been agreed for Brexit for Northern Ireland disapplied unilaterally by the UK. Here in Brussels, they really didn't like that. Rishi Sunak appeared to put that legislation on ice. So that went down well here. But I think certainly it does seem to be building towards a moment where Rishi Sunak and Ursula von der Leyen will want to show that they're on the same page. And I think Ursula von der Leyen as well will want to try and help Rishi Sunak sell this deal to the Democratic Unionist Party, Northern Ireland's largest unionist party, and Conservative MPs as well. And I think the optics there are perhaps why you're seeing her travel to London rather than, say, Rishi Sunak coming here.